How's it going, guys? It's Thomas on Planet Tech. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are doing well on this Tuesday evening, this pre-Ahsoka evening. How are you guys doing? Like I said, hope you're good. Today I am going to all over the place. Today I'm going to be building the New Republic E-Wing. This is part of the 2-pack with the Shin Hati's Starfighter as well, so I'll probably build that one next week, or maybe if we get an appearance by a certain someone this week, then I might build the Phantom 2 next week. We'll have a look into that. But yeah, this is what I'm building today. I thought I'd split them up because I would be here forever if not. And yeah, I've got some things to do this evening before the next episode of Ahsoka premieres, which I'm super excited for, and I'm sure we can get we get into it in a bit. No, I'm not. All right, Jake. I'm all over the place right now. Oh man, I hope you guys are doing better than I am, that's for sure. Hey Tim, how are we doing? And Sam, good to see you. Studs Sidious, welcome in. Mr. Bricks, great to see you at the show on Saturday. Thomas and Pay, yes, it was good to see you too, Tim. And Mrs. Mitty as well. Yeah, it was a good show, you know. I know you guys had a bit of a bad experience at the beginning, but it turned out, I mean, for us, for selling and stuff, it went pretty smoothly. The venue was like a decent venue, decent layout and stuff. So, and there has been a bit of a resolve on the whole voucher situation, which is good, and I can discuss in a bit. But yeah, let us set the bet building up. Let me pull that up, and then you guys can see how long you think this will take me to build. I think. I'm not actually sure of the piece count on this one. I'm certainly not sure of the piece count on the like each individual ship. Build the set already. Hey Nick, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Let's set up the bet builder. Can find it. That's better with me 1 second. I have to show you the Ewok pod racer I did. The back cart section of it is an Ewok glider being pulled by 2 pod engines. It's crazier than my favorite. Nice, man, nice. Air conditioning. Oh yeah, it wasn't like super stuffy in the venue, which is really good. I'll get onto it. In fact, while we mention it, there is a community I put up on my community tab yesterday. I need some suggestions for ships in Star Wars that you think would make good pod racers. I thought like the N1 Starfighter I think is an absolute obvious one. So I definitely want to do that one. And someone suggested Shin Hati's Starfighter, which I think could be fun. The set's growing on me. They were like, yeah, me too. I was like not that keen from this one, but I think it's arguably got the best figures. And yeah, it's definitely growing on me. I'll like to see what I think when I have them built. But yes, if you can go over to my community tab, suggest any ships and Star Wars that you think would make good pod racers. I know Stud Sidious has done a few in the past. Okay, maybe this isn't going to work. Maybe the bet build's not going to work today. Do you know what? We'll skip the bet build. Oh no, we might be getting it. No, it's not going to work. We'll skip the bet build today. Is the chatbot here though? I hope the chatbot's here. Anyway. I don't understand how you guys live without air conditioning there. Here the humidity is insane for 3 months straight. It must be here. Yeah, just like... we get like heat for maybe like 2 weeks of the year. No, recently it has been quite uncomfortable. We've got a portable aircon unit, which is just fantastic. Yeah, it makes life so much easier here. We had it blasting in this room before the stream starts, because it does get quite hot in here with like the lights, the computers and everything on. So yeah, we whack that up, and I'm actually like really quite cold, but I'm sure it'll soon warm up, and and I'll be breaking a sweat in no time. Y-wing was another good suggestion. It would be cool to do it like so. Obviously, the Y-wing's engines are like very much at the back. It would be cool to have them at the front. I think that one could look quite good. Yeah, I was going to mention the M1 Starfighter, but I figured that was an obvious one. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pretty much just rip the set apart for that one. You can get this and the shuttle, or just the ghost. Tough. You can get this and the shuttle, or just that's when you put it like that. Yeah. Yeah, when you put it like that, you get a lot of Lego for the. If you were to choose these two ships and the Ahsoka ship. I go for this and the shuttle over the ghost. Much better and important figs. Dude, Jason Sandula literally exists. What are you talking about, man? How dare you? How very dare you? He's like my favourite character in Ahsoka so far. Don't go hating on Jason. He's quite adorable, to be fair. Do the Grievous tread tank with a big wheel, whatever it's called. A Grievous pod would be rad. Yeah, I really like the idea. I think it was you that suggested that, Stud. I do very much like the idea of doing a Grievous wheel bike, because there is a pod racer, right, that is like in a wheel. So it'd be like, it would pay good homage to that. And yeah, just General Grievous is an awesome character. Kylo Ren shuttle. I don't know how I'd get that going, but I thought about like converting. Initially I thought about converting microfighters, because that was kind of the scale that I'd be going for. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I start with the OG stuff like Vader, Ewok, and Imperial Shuttle. You're a clone boy, so I expect something 501st from you. Oh, I could whack out my old fighter tank. If anyone remembers that stream with Sam and SW that I did way back when. I've still got that built in the cabinet at home. No shame. Proud possession. I need to take that to a convention and see what see what they say. Hey TJ, how we doing, mate? Would have to go with the ghost. The ghost is iconic. The ghost is a beast. It looks so good, man. He's an inaccurate minifigure. Yeah, he is, but like, come on now. Come on now. Green hair. It really does. I mean, it was probably because I could hardly tell that his hair was green in the show anyway, because colorblind. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not that fussed. I know a lot of people can be though, but hey. Do it. Yeah, I need to find a dark. Yeah, I think I would make like a big Bloodfin speeder, which is the speeder he has in Attack of the Clones, in A Phantom Menace. I would do that speeder attached to some engines. You're right. I have to do a Darthman one. Clone boy, mental. You know it, Jake. Me and my clone army building mental illnesses. What a pleasant comment. Jeez, some people, man. Moments of the Magic. Hello, how are we doing? You get all the best titles, Stick. I know, right? All of the best ones. Maybe he does it later in the season. Maybe. So like, you know what? I don't want green hair. It really inconveniences Lego, and I'm not about that. So, Mum, I'm going to dye my hair. Yes, Jason, you can do that. I'm so glad that I wasn't. I'm so glad that I'm riding the Ahsoka hype. I don't know about anyone else. I was on board from the start. I said I was going to go into it just getting all hyped up because I hadn't felt this like excited for a Star Wars project in a long time. Don't get me wrong, like I enjoyed Andor very much. I did find that watching it, you get a lot of these cool snot bricks in this set. Sam, parts are offset. But I found Andor hard to watch on an episode by episode basis, just because you really needed the 3 episode arcs kind of all at the same time. I think I would have had a much better, or a much, I know, don't get me wrong, I rate Andor very high, but I think I would have had a more enjoyable or like a better experience with it, even if they had released 1 arc a month. So like the best of both worlds, right? Like Disney is still getting multiple months subscriptions, but you're concluding 1 arc straight, like in 1 sitting, because there is like the 2 build-up episodes just do take a while to get through, and when you, by the time you get to the end, they're definitely worth it and needed. But yeah, it's just a lot to kind of wait through to get to the climax of that arc. But that's just me. That's me and my lack of attention span now, I guess. Yeah, microphoto for the cart is a good way to start, scale, then embellish the cart out. Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna start. But yes, there will be movement. Tech, before you ask, yes, I did listen to some Taylor Swift song, and I think I like some of it. That's good to hear, KO. That's very good to hear, my friend. Oh dear. Yeah, I was really finding it hard to believe that King Oldendorf didn't have a clue who Taylor Swift was from the BritBod stream on Sunday. I was really struggling to believe that someone that is active on the internet wouldn't know who Taylor Swift is. But it's all good. I'm glad you're getting on the Taylor Swift hype train, KO. Good stuff. Yeah, I know your taste. I expected Grievous and Maul. Grievous and Maul way up, like definitely on my list. I'm trying to think who else would I mean, like Kylo Ren is another one of my favorite characters. But he doesn't really like the TIE silencer would kind of be fun, or the TIE whisper, but like I don't think it lends itself massively well to a pod racer. I want something that will look good at both being a pod racer and enough that it like pays homage to its original ship. Adam, how you doing, man? Bandit, Ahsoka hype has paid off so much, dude. I know. I am like so on board with it, man. I said going into it, I'm gonna blindly love it, and I'll probably be a fool, and I'll probably hate myself for it come the end. But no, I'm glad I was on board. I'm glad I'm getting on board with it, and yeah, I'm very much enjoying it so far. Are we all caught up? Like, can we talk? I feel like the day before, like hours before the next episode's about to drop, we can talk spoilers and stuff. But if there's anyone that hasn't watched it yet, I can hold back. Hey Simon, how you doing, mate? Greg Dillon as well. Hello. Thoughts on the Venator? Good question. The Venator, I keep going back and forth. I like it. Will I get it? I very much doubt it. I was a bit underwhelmed at first. The more I look at that Rex figure, the more I really don't like it. Sorry to sound like an angry, angsty teenage Star Wars Lego fan, but Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've always said, like, if it's one of those sets that I don't get straight away, like, and by straight away I mean like before Christmas or like for Christmas maybe even. If it's not a set I get by then, I'm probably not going to get it. I do want the Yularan figure. I'm kind of hoping the Mexico factories start exporting them. And so that brings the price of Yularan down quite significantly. But yeah, what about you guys? What are you guys saying on the Venator? Is it day one pickup? You're going to wait for some gift for purchases? I did hear that the Disney gift for purchase is coming back. Plus, we're getting another Disney gift for purchase in October. So I'm glad I didn't go all in on the Disney sets the first time the promo was around. I would say Andor feels like a better standalone. Ahsoka requires a lot of previous knowledge of Rebels to fully enjoy. I agree. I do agree with that, Adam. What I would say though is it's doing a pretty good job of only bringing in, like, yeah, to fully appreciate it, you'll definitely benefit from watching Rebels or having seen Rebels. But I do think they are doing a pretty good job of only bringing in the information that's absolutely necessary so it doesn't alienate a load of new viewers. I feel like, I don't know, like Paige seems to be enjoying it. I know Frankie's been enjoying, like, I just know people that like aren't huge Star Wars fans or at least haven't seen Rebels, and are still having a good time with it and are still enjoying it, which is a sign of good storytelling, I think. But yeah, I'm just so this next episode, they're doing like screenings in the cinema for some, so this is going to be a big episode. It's also the one that Dave Filoni's directing himself as well, so I can only hope that Thrawn makes an appearance. So yeah, I watched Andor all in one go. I think if I watched it as it came out, I wouldn't have found it. Yeah, it was definitely trickier to get through. You definitely got to a few of the episodes and you thought, could have done with a bit more from this, just to feel satisfied on a week by week basis. Like I said, in the end, it pays off and it works well. But yeah, on a week by week basis, could have done with a little bit more. I forgot about your Kylo love. I dig that character as well, even though people hate on the sequels. Yeah, I'm a big Kylo Ren fan. So incorporating him would be fun. It'll look rad as a big scene. That's the plan. That is the plan. Hopefully we'll get it to Chicago next year as well. That's the ultimate goal. N7T4. Hello, how are we doing? This is a Star Wars build stream. We can talk spoilers at this point. So yeah, I feel this. So Simon, I have a question. Hit me. Do you have this set 75329? 75329. What's that one? Let me have a look. 75329. As my phone loads, I do not have that set. The dioramas are ones that I managed to get hold of Bespin Duel, and I also got the Darth Vader's meditation chamber. And I think after that, I was like, because I was gonna go crazy, or I was gonna like complete the whole 18 plus sets. Like I've got all the helmets. Well, apart from the most recent wave, I do need to pick those up at some point. Thank you. But I decided when the Trench Run and Dagobah came out, I was like, I don't really care for these all that much. And so I was just like, I'm gonna pass. So I don't have that one. But do you? Is it a good set? Is it a good set? You better get it. Oh no. Back to studio. Yeah, catch you in a bit, KO. Or you're just salty. All hell Mexico, absolutely. Good old Mexico. I probably won't get the Venator. No space or budget for it. I do want to see it built, though. That might persuade me to get it eventually. Yeah. There's a Kylo Ren backstory TV series or movie in the writing stages at Disney. My buddy that still works there says it will end up getting released eventually. I'd love that. That'd be cool. Yeah, I would like to see something with that like includes the Knights of Ren and stuff and goes into a bit of that. But also, I think I'm just most excited, and like, this could get a lot of hate, but I'm kind of just most excited for the next movies where there's nothing ahead of it. I'm just excited to be like at the furthest point in the timeline, and so we've not got characters that need to die by a certain point, or we know the fate of these characters, and then we're still watching things come along. Like I'm excited to get to that point again. I don't know, is that just me? Venator's great, hoping we eventually get a UCS nibble. Ah, dude, that'd be cool. That would look like a fantastic UCS set. Cobalt Bricks, hello, how you doing? Walked into a Kylo love fest from the sounds of it. Yeah, we stand Kylo Ren here. Ray Stevenson is hard carrying Ahsoka. I think there's other good elements to it, but he is certainly doing a very good job. One thing I really hope about Baylan is that his character has some form, not necessarily dies, but like I really hope his character has an arc that we get some sort of conclusion on, because he has been such a good character. I really do hope that by the end of the series we get to a point where he's had some purpose. He's his role that he's played in this show is significant and feels like there's closure there. That's my hope. You've bought that alcohol for Ahsoka. Oh my god, Rosie, what's happening to you? Jeez. It makes sense that Disney will make a Kylo film or show. They won't walk away from that character. The kids love it for sure. For sure. I think they're probably just a bit apprehensive to go into that area at the moment because of how poorly received the sequels were. But no, I'm down for some. I'm down for some more Kylo Ren content. Honestly, when Bad Batch ends, do an animated show in that time period. It's going to be really interesting to see where they jump to with well, like when Bad Batch is done, they're going to have a whole animation show to kind of fill. I would love for them to jump into the sequel era. I think that could be really entertaining. But that's just me. It won't come out for at least like 5. Yeah, it's gonna be a while away yet. I want more movies so bad. We need fresh content to milk. Fair. Yeah, and just the whole build up to a movie release. You get like a whole wave of Lego sets. Like, yeah, I'm about ready for a movie. I just really hope it's not The Mandalorian season 4. Like, I hope they don't. I hope that's not the first movie back. But Young Jedi Adventures. Come on now, Sam. You're the only clown that watches that show that doesn't have kids under the age of 3. I'm with you. I went to get that not so long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Not excited for any extension of the sequels. Can't they just be made into Legacy or Legends or whatever the retcon term is? They spent way too much money to do that. They spent way too much money. And like, things don't have to be taken. I know this isn't directed at you, Matt, but this is like, but the people that go in so hard of like, yeah, they should just like and like live by and would die on the thing of, oh yeah, just completely eradicate them from existence. Like, grow up, come on. Like, you can just not enjoy something. There's like what, 12 movies, God knows how many TV shows, how many animated shows. Like, the chances are you're not gonna like something. Just move on. You do. Like, go on. We're all grown adults here. We'll get a High Republic film at some point that people will hate on. Again, like, it's a significant jump away, which is like fine, but it's going backwards. I like when the vehicle's moving forwards. So the Ahsoka budget is about 160 minutes, so budget there, running time is a bit longer. Woo, that's decent. Take a shot every time they take a blaster shot. Yes. Oh, one thing that I really liked, it's like a super small thing, but I was worried that because they're like, Sabine's obviously not a great Jedi, or she's not taking to the training of being a Jedi, or whatever they're training her to be, or whatever Ahsoka is training her to be at this point. She's not taken to that well. I'm really glad that they still made sure that she was like a badass Mandalorian and a badass Mandalorian warrior. When she first comes off the ship, she had like 100% shot accuracy, which I love. Like, I'm glad that they didn't dumb down her entire fighting skills just because she's not becoming a competent Jedi. Like, that was something that I think I said to Amberlai, I was like, I really hope they don't do that to her. I hope they keep her cool, keep her the badass warrior that she is, and they did. So that I was very happy with. But yeah, guys, what did you enjoy from the last episode? We obviously got Balin. He's killing it. He's a very interesting character. I think Rosari's showing some more emotion and some varied emotion for Ahsoka, which is good. This is another thing that I've kind of been calling out for. Did you get this set from John Lewis? I didn't. No, I got this from the Lego store on day one. I'm going to do the old buy it on A4 day and return it again. Classic. All for that sweet 15% off saving. Is anyone getting anything at A4 day, by the way? That is on Saturday. I think I'm just going to be on the lookout for Pab, obviously getting these sets and then returning them. I stream a series, but the films are always on a grander scale for sure. New Jedi Adventure sets, can't wait for that. I certainly can wait for that. Oh, I managed to pick up the new Advent calendar. Well, I didn't. My mum did for me. She picked those up in Costco the other day for £22, which is, I think, pretty good value. Especially because they've gone up to like 30, right? Here in the UK. So that's pretty good value. Clown, tell me that once you've experienced Nub's deep character arc with his battle against the forces of the dark side. Sorry, Sam. Well, when my upcoming child is old enough to enjoy Young Jedi Adventures, I shall get back to you. I'll call you up, a blubbering mess. Be like, Sam, you were right. That poor guy. Yes, I was clapping seeing Sabine's Mando skills being used. Yeah, she's a badass. There's so much unnecessary hate on Sabine. She killed that fight. She did. It's like they're trying to. They've got to make these characters. I guess we got like a pretty satisfactory conclusion, and for people that have watched Rebels, you've seen these characters develop quite a lot. And so it gets hard then bringing into a live action to people, to a new audience, or trying to tell a new story with them. They have to have some sort of like flaws, and then watching it can sometimes feel like, oh, is this actually what, like, does this make sense based on the like content we've had already from this character? But no, I think they're doing a pretty good job with it. But yeah, Sabine was a badass. I get in the T6, but that's it on A-Fold A. Nice. Yeah, that's a great set. I mean, all of these sets are so far. I've enjoyed all of them. What do we get to? I hope the Acolyte has some Old Republic flashbacks. That series has been delayed and delayed. Yeah, that's had some like serious problems with the writer, right, or the director. I think like Dave and John got bought into Acolyte for a bit, and then they were like, we don't want our names on this. At least was the rumor that I heard, which is quite funny. And then like Kathleen Kennedy, I think, was meant to be quite involved with a lot of the like creative decisions on that, and I don't think she's getting along well with the woman in charge. I don't know. That's all the speculation stuff that I've heard so far about it. But yeah, take me forward, not backwards. Oh, UCS Gunship retiring this soon. Yeah, I mean, it's been around a couple of years now. It's been about right for a UCS set. The thing with the Gunship was, I feel like it was one of the sets if you wanted it, you got on the hype and you got it day one. And after that, I can't imagine too many people have been like rushing out to get it. I don't know. I don't think I've been in the Lego store since its release day and seen anyone pick it up, and I've been in there a lot. I don't think we have a full day here, at least not that I know of. At least, are you part of a lug, Jake? I don't think you are. But if you're part of a lug, then they should have a full day as well. But it is something for. It is something for lug members, or like recognized lug members. Sorry, not recognized lug members. Recognized lugs for members of a recognized lug is what I meant. Sorry, I absolutely butchered that. The hair actress always takes me out of the escapism of the show. I just don't think she can act. Really, I was a bit unsure at first, but I'm actually really warming to her. I quite like her. Is it Mary Elizabeth Winstead, right? Yeah, I'm quite enjoying. I think she's doing pretty good. Part of Gonklug in spirit. Well, Jake, if you ever come over, you can. You're more than welcome to be a guest builder and come and display with us. We've had Tommy guest build with us, or like guest display with us. We've had Brickmad Sam from Australia come and display with us as well. So we are we're as of yet not really looking for new members, only because we don't know what the kind of process for that will be. But yeah, we're more than welcome. We're more than happy to have people come and take part. This is my Rebel season. Yeah. Great LBB is right. Balin Skull swings. Oh wait. I think the slow raw lightsaber fights that we saw from last episode were fantastic. Really built tension. I watched a fantastic breakdown of Balin and Ahsoka's lightsaber duel, and I think it was Eckhart's Ladder, and he goes into really good detail about about like the whole like choreography of it, and it was, yeah, it's very, very good. It's very well done. Big fan. Wow, it's been 10 minutes since I mentioned of Rebels. Tech is slipping. Oh no. I do love Rebels though. This show's already a win. We got Lothcat screen time. That's so true. Can't wait for Lego to do a mold of that. Come on, Lego. Why haven't Lego done more like small animal molds, like Womp Rats and Lothcats and stuff like that? Come on, Lego. Make it happen. Like a Womp Rat seemed like a no-brainer for the Cantina. No? Do we know how many figure scale the set is? I do not know the calculations. I think the E-Wing is pretty good for it. I think Shin Hati's is probably too big. But I think the E-Wing looks pretty good for size. Maybe a little bit small. If you can find some dimensions there is, it'd be good to know. Because then I can army build them. Jake, you're joining. There we go. Last episode, Baylor Skull was just attacking Ahsoka's feet. Isn't the hair actress John McClane's daughter from Die Hard 4? That is a good question that I cannot answer. I believe she's Ewan McGregor's wife, though, right? I think. Or have I got that wrong? Am I mistaken that for someone else? Did you not see that mud? Wait, what? What are you on about, Sam? I just don't know how much more she has to do in the show. Who's that? You'll get a special Discord role, Jake. There we go. Overseas member. Because they won't be using our Star Wars isn't special enough. Yeah, I guess. Sad times, people. Sad times. Like, I should definitely make a buildable Lothcat, like the Porg set. I mean, they made a damn Porg. Yes. Oh, that'd be adorable. I just want Chopper next year. Like, Chopper, they have to do Chopper next year. If they're not working on a Chopper droid as we speak, madness. Absolute madness. I genuinely think a Chopper droid right now would sell better than the UCS R2D2, and I will stand by that. Is that R2 retiring this year? I feel like that's been out a little while. Or did that only come out last year? Maybe that only came out last year. That was like last May 4th, right? Maybe? Or was that the X? No, it's X-Wing this year. It was R2 last year? Correct me, someone. The real question is, if Lego made a Lothcat set, what flower would they use for the butthole? Oh man. They found a way to use a frog for everything. They can start hiding Lothcat. Yes! The bonsai tree, but with Lothcats. That'd be sick. Good parts usage. That chopper mock at Chicago was insane. It had all the movements. Yeah, that was very impressive. R2 is 2021. Yeah, because it yeah, we're in 2022. No, we're in 2023. Was it 2021? What we're in 2023. So it was X-Wing this year. What was last year then? I swear it was 2022. Can someone yeah, do we what's the score on that one? Actually one sorry. Wonder how she got the role of Hera then. I mean she's quite a credible actress. It doesn't have to be just because she's you don't have to belittle her achievements just because she's married to Ewan McGregor. Jeez. Oh, it was before the land speeder. Damn. Oh, okay. Land speeder was last year. Damn. Okay, yeah. R2 has overstayed his welcome. In my eyes. So was the land speeder, honestly. I think that was another set that was like, if you don't buy that straight away, are you gonna jump on it? Are you gonna hype about it? Probably not. Why so much hate on Hera? She's a good actress. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you, Nick. I think she's doing a good job. Yeah, I think she's doing alright. But I suppose you can't please everyone. I think she is, right? I think I've got that right. Not scheduled to retire there, okay. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay. But yeah, so have people got predictions of what's going to happen today in Ahsoka tonight? I think Sam said it in our little group chat. Like, I think it's going to be a very Anakin Ahsoka heavy episode with like cuts to like Sabine and Baylan and stuff, and Morgan and Thrawn probably. I would appreciate them introducing Thrawn in an episode like at the beginning rather than just like his face at the end. Like, I would really appreciate that, but I'm not gonna hold my hopes up. I'm terrible with names. It's Harrison Nula, the Twi'lek. What are we putting that on there for? I got no predictions. I'm happy. There we go. Love that, Nick. All the hate should be on the Dusty Inquisitor. Bro has no common sense. Fair. Very fair. The Dusty Inquisitor. I love that. Yeah, there are tons of these like new rounded snot bricks in this set. So this definitely would be a good parts draft set. Hera's the one played by Hayden Christensen. Come on now, Sam. But Purgil, yeah. So I think my prediction is that not necessarily this episode, but the way that the ghost gets to that next place is by migrating with the Purgil, because we know that the Purgil are still on that planet in the sky, or like in and around that planet. So my prediction is that Ahsoka comes back, finds Hera, and then like has some form of connection to. I don't know, man, because the world between worlds. The artwork very much in the lead up to Ahsoka suggested that the world between worlds was going to play a part. However, what we do have to remember is that there is still a lot of people that don't have a clue what the world between worlds are. And so, I mean, to be fair, like, we as an audience don't know tons about it. But they do have to play about with it carefully, because they could very quickly, what I've said that they've been doing quite well in like making people, like having people that haven't seen Rebels enjoy it, they could very quickly undo that if they start introducing like a ton of lore with like little explanation. What I think will happen is we'll get a lot of dialogue between Anakin and Ahsoka in the next episode about the World Between Worlds and like what Anakin knows about it, and explaining it to Ahsoka. Like I think, and that's how they'll get a lot of the information across to the audience. But yeah, I just didn't anticipate the World Between World having that, like this, well, at this point, what we can assume a pretty significant part to the story. So yeah, it'll be, I don't know if she's gonna like mess around too much, or if she's just gonna go back where she was. Or like, why is she even in? Like, how did she even get in there? Was there a portal down there? Was she pulled in? Like, so strange. I'm ready for answers. It's the multiverse, I mean, essentially, yeah. We got parts draft that Younger Jedi Adventure set. Oh dear. Hey Richie, how we doing, mate? Thanks, Sam, for clarifying, Hera. But no, I'm still convinced the Purrgil will take the Ghost, at least the Ghost, to this new galaxy. Or do they just come back? Oh, I don't know. I do want to see more of the Purrgil though. I'm with you on that, Nick. I got to go now, so I'm watching Ryan Reynolds' football show on Disney+. That's a very good show, actually, KO, and I'm looking forward to getting into that. Did they drop like all those episodes at once? Or are they doing that week by week? But yeah, Welcome to Wrexham is a great documentary. As a football fan, watching Americans like fall in love with football, it's quite nice to watch. It's and like Ryan Reynolds is obviously very funny. And Rob McElhenney too, actually, to be fair. Ahsoka has half the map burnt into her glove. Very good point. Very good point. It will 100% end of the shot of the back of Thrawn's head, and then the shot of his face in the trailer where he'll say, "What's up, Balin? Time for you to get slain." Then he shoots him. Wow. Wow, Sam. I can just hear Thrawn saying that. That's like just like a lie. I'm almost certain he said something very similar in Rebels, you know. There you go, Matt. Mention Rebels again. Ezra and Thrawn just chilling, yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah, because, like, not only do they have to find Thrawn, they've got to find Ezra. Are they likely to still be, like, kicking it with each other? Probably not at this point. I don't know. Oh, I've been watching too many of the, like, deep dive theories of, like, what could potentially... And I think this is where my enjoyment of the show is I'm enjoying the show a lot. What I think I need to stop doing is watch so many of the fan theory stuff, because a lot of the fan theory stuff leans so heavily into expanded universe stuff and like real deep lore that I just find it really hard to see how they would smoothly integrate that into a mainstream live action show. I'd love to be proven wrong, but that, yeah, I think I need to stop watching so many of them. Joel, how we doing, mate? No, it'll be a Sev, it won't be the true Anakin. Yeah. Yeah, like, is he a Force Ghost? Can Force Ghosts just, like, kick around in the World Between Worlds? Like, yeah. A lot of questions. A lot of questions I want answered in this next episode. forgot to have a power nap earlier as well, so that's great. Hey Ollie, how we doing? Maybe it's so I've seen again, been watching theories. I kind of, one of my like tinfoil hat things was that, so you have the Mortis gods, and oh, that's meant to go there. You have the Mortis gods, and essentially Ahsoka is now the daughter, like has got the spirit, or one of a better term, yeah, the spirit of the daughter. Is Ezra going to take the place of the son, because he's shown dark side tendencies and things like that? So like, is that gonna be like his role? That could be like an interesting. I've seen a few people talk about that, but that was kind of one that I've always wondered, like, because Morai now follows Ahsoka around, we can only assume that's kind of gonna be her role, or like her end destination, or at least a destination she reaches at some point, like if that's her journey. But yeah, I always wondered, like, if she's the daughter, then who's gonna be the son to like keep the balance. Hey ho. It wouldn't really make too much sense for them to go into all of that whilst, or like for them to get to that point when we've still got the sequels to come, and obviously there isn't balance. I still come very, very confused on how this map knows where Thrawn is. Is it just because it's magic? So my understanding with this map is like somehow, at least like my headcanon is that he, like, so in Rebels we see that Thrawn loves like analyzing star maps and star charts and things, and he has access to maps that aren't on like the Imperial database, and he can like in fact, to find one of the Rebel bases, he like cross-references maps and things like that. So he's obviously got a knowledge of, I would imagine he's got quite a knowledge of the wider universe and like other galaxies. And so the only way that I'm processing this kind of at the moment is that he's managed to somehow communicate, or Morgan Elsbeth has managed to get in some form of communication as to his location, and he's kind of instructed her to this like ancient map that shows all these star paths, and then that'll be what takes her to him. I don't know. Has anyone else got any suggestions on that? It's still quite unclear to the audience as well, Jake, so I wouldn't worry too much, or like feel like you're missing out too much on that, because it's not something that's been explained particularly well up until this point. Yeah, where are Callus and Zeb? I feel like Zeb, it was going to be a perfect, I was convinced that Zeb was going to go in that team with Carson and Hera to think. I was convinced that one of those X-Wings was going to be him, because he was with Carson. He's been with Carson in that, on the outpost thing. So yeah, that we saw in Mando. So I was convinced about that, but it wasn't to be. I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure we'll see him at some point. Balin is the father. Oh, interesting, Ollie. That's an interesting spin. I was similar. I think he said, "Yo, Ezra, I think you should have been trained a little better before you try to step up. Now I'm gonna get you." Oh dear. It's crazy in the Marvel Comics universe. I hope Star Wars doesn't go that heavy with the multiverse stuff. I don't think they'll go with the multiverse stuff. I don't think it'll be multiverse so much. I don't think that's what they're trying to do necessarily with the World Between Worlds. It does seem like it could be used as a bit of a scapegoat for like altering events in the sequels at some point. Maybe, I don't know. But they are, I think, being very cautious of like, well, you can't just go in there and like change things because it has like a massive impact on the following events. So yeah. Oops. Did I just ignore that completely? No, that's fine. Wait. Right. Sorry. That goes there. Yeah, I think they're treading like reasonably carefully with it. So Yang with a Lothcaster. In the old Legends comic stuff, Marek was supposedly cloned from Luke's hand. That was crazy. At least in the show, they just made him bewitched. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. I said from the start, like, not every character in a mask has to have a massive significance. It's cool. I like what they did in the fact that they just kind of paid homage to the fact that Morgan, like Morgan's roots, and like it was a bit of a nod to the way Savage Oppressed died in Clone Wars. Like it was, I liked that. But yeah, not every mask. We've got a lot of new characters that are very interesting and have got paths to talk about. We didn't necessarily need Marek as well. But yeah, that was kind of my take on it. Like Balin is daddy, I'm always, oh dear, yeah, you do need to start with Sam. You need to have a cold shower. I think the map is just to get to the other galaxy. The bigger question is, how do they know he is there? Maybe something on his Star Destroyer is acting as a beacon. I guess, TJ, I think a tracking beacon that can go like that far out of the galaxy, I would find a bit of a stretch. I don't know, I feel like that's maybe like a little bit too far away. I don't know what's other people's thoughts about that. Like, I feel like a tracking beacon does have to have its limiters to some degree. Oh, oops. Trigger that out. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be some distance where that like kind of clocks out, but I don't know. Seems like a very unless these wings have some sort of folding feature, which it doesn't look like they do. Some very intricate technique just to get the like this specific angle of these wings, but we'll roll with it. Have I heard of Marflump? I haven't. Is that a Pokemon? You finally get the set that has Monkey Kid hilt in light grey. Wait, which one's is that in this set? That's cool. I'm yet to stumble across it, I think. I feel like I would have noticed that. Yeah, I've never understood these maps to find people, a Luke Skywalker, Exegol, Thrawn, etc. I mean, I think it's more just like a plot device to drag out the story a little bit longer, rather than just, oh, he's here, like this person told me. It kind of makes sense that there are like ancient maps to the wider, like I'm okay with it. I'm not, I guess I don't fully understand it. In fact, I hardly understand it at all. But like, I'm okay with the idea of there being maps to things. The Luke Skywalker one, less so. But yeah, because the other thing is, like, I don't think this is necessarily like a direct map to Thrawn's like exact location. Maybe, I don't know. We could be proven wrong there. But yeah, I would like to think they would explain it. I'd like to think that they will go into it a bit more. But maybe when they actually find him, maybe Thrawn will like discuss with someone about it a bit more. What are my thoughts on the UCS Venator? Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. It's okay. It's okay. I really am not keen on that Rex figure. I'll be honest. Although this idiot will still probably try buy one because completionist in that, and I don't have the old Rex. I think if I had the old Rex, I wouldn't be nearly as bothered. But I definitely want the Yularen figure. I just can't see me getting it. Honestly, I think there's too many other custom ships that I would rather build before I got the Venator. The one thing that I do like about the Venator, though, as opposed to the Star Destroyer, is that because it's a lot flatter, you could display it in a coffee table a bit more like you can the Falcon. The Star Destroyer is just way too big to display in a coffee table. It's like it's too high. So the Venator you could display in a coffee table. It'd be a long coffee table, but you could do it. Sell your Rex jacked prices, of course. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay, bag 4. So there's 6 bags for this E-Wing, I think. So we got a little bit more of a way to go. This Morgan Elsbeth figure, though, the hairpiece on this is fantastic. It looks really, really good. See, like, they give her a really cool hairpiece. Why can't they give one of those to Fennec the first time around? Are you actually selling them, Nick? Did you get hold of some from Mexico? I think I actually just want the GCC one at this point. Oh my god, what if it leads them to Earth? They'd leave in an instant. Yeah, Jake, they would Death Star it. The one is from the unknown region, so maybe he has access to a beacon that can reach a bit further. He's also smart, maybe a modified one, or it could be Morgan's Witchcraft. I'm leaning more towards Morgan's Witchcraft. However, his access, or like his access and knowledge on the unknown regions makes me think that, yeah, he would have a lot. He would be almost closer to these other worlds. And so, yeah, it would make sense that he knows more about it. But could you mount it on a base plate and carry it up your stairs and over speed bumps successfully? That should be your test. I feel like it looks quite sturdy, you know, the Venator. I think there's a lot less structural engineering went into that than the AT-AT. So I would be fine to take that one to a convention, I think. But I'm done taking big sets to conventions. Honestly, I'm done with it. If I ever have like an ambitious plan, someone remind me of the AT-AT. If I so crazily forget, just say, remember the awful experience you had transporting that thing around. Don't do it to yourself again. Just remind me of that. As the wise Skywalker said, just use the Force. Bring the Death Star to our galaxy just to destroy Earth. The Sith and Jedi Republican Imperial remnants teaming up to destroy it. Marflump is the Star Wars Pepsi mascot. No, I didn't know about that. I did not know anything about that. It's just a map to navigate the Pergil Pass. That's a yeah, I get yeah. So the map was drawn up from them monitoring the Pergil's paths, right? Is that correct? That's my understanding of that. Nageko charge them normal price, but they have postage. Ridiculous. Oh dear. I just gave the like button a Balin Skull cricket swing. Greg LB will be proud. Thank you, stud. Yeah, if you could smash that like button, guys, be very much appreciated. I like that. A Balin, what is it? A Balin Skull cricket swing. Love that. Can I have your AT-AT? You can. I will. Wait, what was your exact words? Nick, I will sell it to you for jacked prices, of course. Honestly, the thought of putting that AT-AT back together again, it's just makes me want to die. I think I'm gonna save it for when my child's like a little bit older. And if they do something like incredibly naughty, I'll just be like, look, you are not going out this weekend until you have rebuilt that AT-AT. I think that's what I'm going to save it for. Or if anyone would like the build experience of an AT-AT, but doesn't have the space for it, and doesn't mind doing it out of number bags, we could strike up a deal. Palins does swing a lightsaber like a cricket player. Yeah, a lot of power in those swings for sure. I was expecting UCS Star Destroyers. Oh, I was expecting UCS Star Destroyers was longer than UCS Venator. I get they built whatever size they want. Yeah, I think the Star Destroyer in universe is bigger, right? But yeah, it's just they were building to a thing. Obviously, the Venator is a lot thinner. But I think it looks quite good. The maps were drawn up from the Pergil's butthole flower piece. Oh Jesus! Oh man. I think back in the time of the Old Republic, there is a suggestion they could follow the Pergil, or at least do things that were forgotten, that were later forgotten about. Just look at Jedi Survivor. Very good insight there, Simon. It's not anything I'm too familiar with, to be honest. Greg kept saying Balin looks like he's playing cricket. He's right. That was it. This is kind of a wild technique to get this in place, but I kind of like it, you know. Oh, there we go. Oh, that closes up the angle very well. If you guys can see that. So you have the Technic lift arms come across, and you got gaps in there, and then that just kind of wiggles in there, and then it closes that. That's nice. I like that. It's a good technique. I'm assuming we'll flip this over and stick some axles in. Where's the grey one? It just goes through the back there. Great stuff. I love that. And the brown one goes in there. That's cool, you know, I like that. I think back at, I read that one. 20th anniversary Clone Wars Plaque. The Venator appeared in Volume 2 after Anakin became Knight in Legends cartoon, and Separatist officer was waiting many Jedi to attack a droid base. Okay, I really like the printed the 20th anniversary Clone Wars brick. That looks sick. I definitely want to get my hands on one of those. Dad, I'm not you. I hate Lego. Exactly. That's why the punishment will be effective. Sell it as it is for like 400. Just cut your losses. I spent 75 on the orange parts. God. No, we're sticking with it. I will one day have all 3 of them assembled at once. One day. But yeah, once they are not moving. That will happen when I have my forever home. And that will be that. I've had the build experience. I don't want to do it again. From scratch with number bags, it's actually a very pleasant build experience. I have to say. My time to shine, Master Builder. Sure, I built the 8080. A ghost seed's a fair payment. I'm not a fast Star Wars fan, so I should be all about the X-Wing, but I really love the E-Wing. Yeah, it looks good, man. So far, so good. Like I said, that technique was pretty cool. I am really like apprehensive to get too invested in, like, obviously like Hera's gonna have probably I imagine we'll see, well no, we probably won't actually, but like Zeb's gonna have a Y-wing, I would imagine, or an X-wing, and Lego will do a set of that, but then I want to do a mock of it. Hera's got an X-wing that I'm gonna assemble the pieces for real soon to build, so I'm gonna have her X-wing. I really don't want to get too heavy into like a New Republic army. Yeah, it's not another. I'm not out here trying to start another army. I'm already like gonna sell off a lot of my droid stuff, I think, and just have custom builds. I'm very much leaning down the path of having minifig scale builds rather than sets for my armies, and then everything like proportions really well. I've got a base for like all of my mocks then to have something custom in it. I do really want to get into ship designing one day. There's just not anything out there that hasn't been done incredibly that I really want to have. I like if there's a ship that I really want to do, it's been done very well, and so at the moment I would just build that. Like I've tried my hand at a few speeders, and I think my Lothal speeder was pretty good. It's quite fragile, but like I'm quite happy with my design for that. Although Grinding Bricks I think has just done a really good one, especially in the Sabine colors. But yeah, I think a minifig scale Sith infiltrator will be like my first big minifig scale build one day. We could tell Tech that anything happens in the Jedi Survivor games, he would believe it. Tech, did you know that Cal Kestis was actually Marok? He puts the mask on at the end of the second game. Yeah, it's a nice one, Sam. Nice one. I honestly could. I mean, you couldn't tell me anything, Sam, because I would really struggle to believe anything you say. But yes, a lot of people could tell me anything, and I would probably believe it. Hello Rosie, you're back, are you? Even the E-Wing Lego made for Jack was cool. Yes. Oh, that Jack figure is so sick, man. Big fan of that. Just goes to show the translucent arms does work. Give us a Force Ghost Obi-Wan, please. Is it Brick Daddy Minifigures has just done, or is it Fig Labs has done like a trans clear Obi-Wan like Force Ghost? I really want it. I have no need for it whatsoever. I would do nothing with it other than have it on display, but it would look so sick. It looks so sick. I really want one. Oh, and you know what? The other minifigure that looks cool. I don't know if you guys are following Albert or Sky Guy 365's feed mock. He actually sent me a preview of the finale of the parade, and that mock is looking sick. So if you're not following that series, then do go check it out. It's Sky Guy 365. His name is Albert. He's really nice guy. Like, I've been speaking to him on and off a little bit on Instagram, but yeah, he's a really nice guy, and his Theed mock is stunning. But he actually got his hands on, I think it was like a 3D printed Boss Nass, like a 3D printed mold for that, and then he designed his own decals and painted it himself, and oh my god, it looks fantastic. Like, I think I want to ask him real nice if he'll like do a commission and if he could put one together, because it is really nice. He done such a good job on it. But yeah, he like designed all the decals himself. And then applied them and did like a fantastic job. And I think it was like his first time applying decals, which is, yeah, he did a very good job. I got asked to review this set amongst some of the other new Star Wars ones that have just come out, and I've rated this the highest out of all of them. Fair enough. Yeah, this is yeah, do you mean like I don't know. Because of the affiliation with the Ghost and now the T6 shuttle, I still find this the hardest to rate the best. I am liking the twin pack thing that Lego are doing though. Like, they've done obviously they did the what was it, the A-Wing and the Darth Vader's TIE Advanced way back. They done the Mandalorian. Oh, there's that Grey Monkey Kid piece. They did the, oh man, what did they do? The TIE Interceptor and Fang Fighter, which I still need to pick up, which looks great because I want to alter the Fang Fighter so the wings move, because I think that set's like pretty good for minifig scale, and then also want to recolor the Interceptor for Monkey Kid colors to Demon Bull clones, so I can have an army of, or a fleet of Bull clones. Hey Trevor, how we doing, mate? Working on a project for work. Yeah, no worries, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you popping in and saying hello anyway. Hope you are well. And I hope the project is going well too. or also a lot of stuff people could do mocks for the set. Microbuild Kashyyyk Venator land on the ground. Dude, it's funny you should say that. I messaged our group chat like the Gaunt Club group chat maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was like, have I only just realized, considering I used to, when I was younger, I would watch Revenge of the Sith over and over and over again. And if I watched it once or twice in a row, or a couple of times back to back, then if I was going to do it again, I would start it roughly from the Kashyyyk part. And I never ever noticed the Venator at the back of the trees. I was like, how have I never noticed that before? But that would look cool as a micro scale thing. Cause you can have mini turbo tanks and stuff. That could look quite cool. Bridge on the UCS Venator as red as flagship or leadership. You could have changed the bridge to grey. Oh yeah, it's based off of the Clone Wars run, right? Is that why it's red? I never noticed that they were red in the Clone Wars, but hey ho, what do I know? You got some saving up to get done now, Tech. Next big Star Wars release, dude. I know, we've just been talking about it. I think I'm gonna pass though. I do think I'm gonna pass. I still need to get I still need the Disney camera. I need to get that. I need to get the I want the Hocus Pocus house. I still need to get that. There's a lot of sets that I still need to pick up. That city boat with the killer whale. I really want that. I refuse to miss out on another good Lego City boat again. I picked up the Viking. That set's gone on discount everywhere. I think both in America and the UK, that's gone on big discount. So I picked that up from Very. So I've got that one for my boat armada. But yeah, there's I think I can pass. Other than battle packs and the Fang Fighter, I think I'm pretty up to date for Star Wars sets. We might have a little look after I built this on lego.com and see, but I think I'm probably gonna skip out on BD1. But it would be the only droid that I don't have, so maybe BD1 is probably a Christmas, is the sort of thing I'd ask for a Christmas present maybe. Although my baby's probably gonna get all my Christmas presents now. So maybe maybe I won't be getting BD1. Maybe my baby will be getting BD1. Sad times. Hey Axel Plate, how you doing, mate? Boss Nash, you said, have you not seen it, Sam? Tell him to do too. It looks insane. Yeah, I knew you'd like it. I was actually, if he was gonna say yes to it, Sam, I was actually gonna get you a second one. I was gonna get a second one for you. I'd be like, can you do one? Well, actually, no. And he says yes. I'm like, well, actually, can I push my luck and you do two? Because my mate Sam loves Boss Nash. So yeah, I was. But yes, I will certainly ask him if I. Yeah, I'll speak to him. See what he says. I've never been a decals type of guy. It's hard for me to even like most UV printed figures. But I mean, yeah, I'm with you. I don't like decal clones. I don't like decals that are completely cover the figure. But because this is a 3D printed thing, and then he paints it, I can understand why a decal for just the torso decoration is needed. And I think that's it, because I think he painted the eyes on. I think he painted his skin texture stuff on. Honestly, it's such a good figure. He's done such a great job on it. But yeah, do go check it. But no, for the most part, I really don't like decaled figures. I really don't think they look great at all. But yeah, I can understand why a small decal detail on a figure like that is like beneficial and is kind of necessary, because you can't just paint those sorts of details. I mean, some people can, but the average person can't paint some of those details on. Oh, Thomas, we forgot about you, but got this for the baby, right? Oh my god, that is literally gonna be my life now. Even my mum was like, "Oh yeah, you're not," like she said the other day, like, "Oh yeah, you're not gonna want Christmas presents, are you? You just want the baby to have them." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." Turns away and cries. Speaking of presents, Sam, is that that gift that you got that you gave to me and Paige, is that for me and Paige, or is that for the baby? Paige says it's not. I can't have it, but you were never very clear. And so I've interpreted it as it was a present for me. I think Paige might be right on this one though. My Disney tribute camera and Peter Pan sets arrived today from Lego. Oh, my Peter Pan set hasn't come yet. But that's good though. That's good though, Trevor. I guess OCD when I pay for a UV fig and the print is all bumpy because I was too lazy to calibrate the printer. Yeah, I've tried to stay away from UV. I do think that what are they called? newNew. I don't like a lot of their face prints on their normal minifigure heads, but they do have some. They have had some good UV customs. In fact, I've got all my customs here. I also think Firestar do good UV printed figs as well. But yeah, I've got this black chrysanthemum from newNew, and I think his print looks pretty good. Some of this is painted as well, I believe. But like, is that gonna show? It's not gonna show, is it? No, this really isn't gonna show. That's a shame. But yeah, this black chrysanthemum figure looks fantastic. Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I think he looks so good, and he is UV printed. At least like part of it's UV printed, part of it's painted. But he looks fantastic. So there are some examples, and I think it lends themselves more, like the UV printing, if it's not on like a very standard minifigure torso. His live action Ahsoka was also pretty good. The face print wasn't great though, which I now don't need because we've got the Lego one. Yeah, we don't need to get through all my customs right now, but speaking of customs, I did just buy the Baggles live action Ahsoka last night. Oops. That was not cheap. That was not cheap. But had to be done. I basically said with the T6 that it's a set most and appreciated with the younger audience as it's an accessible price point, easy and swishable build, and has the twisting function plus great figs. I don't think, like, obviously the back side of it is a big no to some. What is funny is like Fiber did his video on it. It looks great, and I was like, it's just not going to bother me because I'm like, I will, when I display this, I'll display it from one side. However, I'm going to be like rejigging this room a little bit in the next couple of weeks. So I don't have to keep pulling this table out into the middle of the room when I stream. Oh, in fact, what I really mean is so I don't feel bad for the table just staying in the middle of the room when I'm not streaming, because I'm kind of bad. It's meant to like go back that way and then I pull it out. So I'm gonna have like a permanent setup. But what we're gonna get is like behind the table, there's gonna be like a calyx unit from IKEA. and then I'm gonna have sets along the top that can be seen from both sides. So that could be a problem with the with the T6. So I might have to have it on like a turntable, so where it just rotates. So maybe I will be doing that mod after all. You too, sweet. One of the only custom figures I would want, yeah. It was for you to build with the baby, lol, but if you want to test it out first to make sure all the parts are there, then be my guest. So Sam was, I'll tell people. Sam, you don't mind me telling people, do you? I'll wait till he responds first. If decals are done well, where it's smooth like pad printing, I don't mind it. I just get pissed when I pay £60 for a custom UV figure. It looks nothing like the picture. It's all bumpy. Yeah. Lately, I've been more and more tempted by GCC for 42nd Troopers. But I can't afford to do any more army building custom figs. Yeah, dude. I've been trying to stay clear of GCC as much as I can for non-named clones. Like I do want all of the 501st boys. I do want all of GCC's versions of those, but yeah, I'm really trying to stay away from. I was looking at the Recon Troopers earlier because like the Recon Troopers are my favorite, are like some of my favorite troopers. I was like, I don't need them. I don't need them. I do need them, but I don't need them. But they would be cool if I was to get any. I think it would be those. It's funny you say that because Engineer and Firestar were the first two companies that asked me to design. Oh, nice. Did you end up doing any stud? It's the consistency thing that bugs me. Yeah, that's fair. About Jason Sandula design change, in his live action, it's his eye color. They were supposed to be blue based on animated, but Lucasfilm just did it again. Jason has brown eyes like Saul Guerrero. Interesting. Five Sisters follow us my page, asked me to do more. I like their stuff, but they would send some samples. Super bumpy. They've Firestar have definitely gotten better. Like, I mean, it is a little bit, but the Cosca Reeves figure, I'm gonna get out of the packet now. But I also got the version 2 Armorer. They look really, really good. All UV is going to be somewhat textured and bumpy. I think that's just kind of the way it is, but this is definitely some of the cleanest UV printing I've seen. And now go for it, give me a clap. So Sam was very, very generous. And got me, Paige, and the baby. It's a joint. We'll say it's a joint gift amongst the three of us. But yeah, Sam got me, Paige, and the baby the Duplo Disney Castle, which was so very sweet of him. So Sam came up and stayed the other week, or like last week, was it? Week before, when we displayed the Scarif thing. So I hope we were good hosts. It's the first time we've hosted anyone, but we got him a nice air mattress. I think he was comfortable. But yeah, so Sam got that as like a because he couldn't make the so Sam got us that, which is incredibly kind of him. He didn't have to. And now it just means I can put more stuff on the baby's Christmas list, because that was going to be the one big thing. I'm sure my family were going to be fighting over who gets that one, but Sam got in there nice and early, which we like. So, but yes, thank you, Sam. It's very, very kind of you. I kind of don't want to put it in the storage unit because I want it around, but I think I'm probably going to have to for a little while at least. It was a solid 9 out of 10 air matches. I'll take that, dude. I'd seen one in Tesco like a couple of weeks ago, and I was meant to pick it up and I didn't. And then Paige bought that one online, and we were like, oh, it's 40 quid. Like, it's not the cheapest, but we want like a half decent one, because we've bought ones in the past, and they're like when we've gone to festivals and stuff. And and they're like not very good. But then we got this one, and we realized it had like an electric pump inside. We were like, oh, what a result! And then it had the reverse of it as well, so you just like sucked all the air out after. Yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, I have to say, very, very, very impressed. We were also in Dunelm the other day, Sam, and we saw some Star Wars bedding. So we were like, well, maybe we'll pick some of that up for Sam's airbed. Oops. I made a GCC order the other day, bought kicks, Imperial Cody, a Fox body, and 2 shock troop helmets. Nice. I didn't get there in time. I've asked SW very nicely, because he's like on top of that sort of stuff. I'm like really late to the party on those sorts of things. So I've asked SW really nicely. I want the Ventress, which I think GCC still have on their website, but I would kind of like to do one order. But I would also like the kicks, the Imperial Cody, and the Commander Fox. I think at this point I want to get their Rex as well, because I think they just did a lot better job than Lego did. And then yeah, just I need to go back and get some of their older 5. I hope they re-release a lot of those 501st ones. I did get the Apo helmet, so I can put that on a 501st. I did some stuff for Big Kid Bricks as well, but these companies never calibrate the printer. It drives me nuts. I did buy some Big Kid Bricks. Oh, did I, Sam? Can you remember, Sam? Did I get some in the end at Chicago? I can't remember now. I feel like I did. I can't remember what I bought. Oh, I think I bought like 2 tubes and another Rogue One character, which I was probably meant to use for the Rogue One collab. Oops. I made a rule for myself with the customs that I can only buy named clones. If I want to do army builders, I'd have to give up collecting ninja. Wow, TJ, that is a commitment, man. Oh, that is quite the commitment. But no, I'm with you. I think trying to get army builder customs is a very, very dangerous rabbit hole that you don't want to find yourself in. Which is a shame, because I'm gonna want a ton of Galactic Marines at some point. But yeah. Come on, Lego, just release some Galactic Marines. Is it too hard to ask? Yeah, Paige mentioned that to me on the Saturday, yeah. Some nice bedding, you know. That's some nice bedding. And when I buy figs from them, they send calibrated stuff. eBay Engineer has some cool stuff you can't get anywhere else. Yeah, they started on eBay, right? I have a feeling that I bought a Wat Tambor figure, and I think that was from Engineerio way back in the day. But they've got quite a decent selection. I don't know who they use their helmets for, or like who provides their helmets. Their helmets are a little bit weird. For like their Mandalorians and stuff. Yeah, they look a bit strange, but other than that. I believe GCC, Jesse, and Hardcase are supposed to restock relatively soon. Not sure about Top and Dogma. I honestly, I can't even remember who SW's got me at this point. think I got 5s maybe. I honestly can't remember. Mando Jedi with, oh yeah, the oh, it was the sachet tin, and 2 tubes. Yeah, good shout. Yeah. I tried to keep it all Lego, especially if they make the figure. Yeah, that is like ideal situation. But I'm in too deep with these customs now, honestly. Like, I've got all of the Baggles pad printed Rebel stuff. I've also got the Darth Maul on pre-order. I've also got I've got like quite a few Ahsokas now on pre-order. I've got a Bo-Katan from Jackabricks, I think. I've got a Mando helmet or Mando figure from another custom company, maybe PCB or something. I honestly can't remember. I got so many pre-orders. I've got the Thrawn, Hera, Ezra, Sabine, Zeb, all on pre-order from Baggles. Yeah, there's a lot. But the Darth Maul and Ahsoka from season 7 of Clone Wars, I'm really hyped to get, because that's like when I think I'll return to I want those in the palace when I revisit my Mandalore mock. Have I just wait, what? How have I oh no, wait. It's like I just completely built that wrong, but I think I've just put this bit on the wrong way around, which is annoying. I mean, I've built most of that wrong. Am I kidding? No, can't do that yet. What am I doing? Alright. I've really messed this up. Right. Bear with me, chat. That's better, I think. Where did that bit go? There. Okay. Knowing you'd have got me Rebels Season 1 specific bedding. Oh mate, I'm gonna be on the lookout for that now. Yeah, he began on eBay before he made a site. I kept telling him to make a site. That was years ago. He's got a site now. Yeah. I sold all my clones like 6 months ago for 1k, kind of regretting it as I want to get back into the hobby. Oh, Chubbs, that sucks, man. That's always a tough regret to come back to. Right, final bag. Hey Gaz, how we doing? Hey Gaz, arrived just as we're talking about draining our wallets for customs. Did you get Ahsoka, Gaz, is the question. If it was Young Jedi Adventures, it would end up in my suitcase coming home with me. Oh man, Rebels baggers. Yeah, he because he loves Rebels so much, he just smashes them out of the park, which is both a blessing and a curse, honestly. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. I'm glad there's not a lot of Ninjago customs out there. I would go bankrupt. Ninjago customs would be sick. It'd be interesting. Have they covered like a lot of the... I feel like any Ninjago character that would need like custom molds and stuff, they probably designed the characters based on what the Lego capability is anyway, so they would probably have done the figure. Am I right? I guess there might be some more like niche characters. I guess custom companies could just do them better, but because it's based off a Lego property, I imagine the Lego figures are pretty good for accuracy and stuff. But it'd be interesting to see. And to see the notice from Firestar. Anyone know what's going on there? Or have I missed that part of the chat? What was the notice from Firestar? It's just upsetting when you pay good money for a custom fig and the print isn't calibrated and bumping my pet peeve. Yeah, no, we get it. We get it. Yeah, it is frustrating. Because like I say, you do pay a lot, and in some cases you wait a hell of a long time for these figures to come. Like I think I've been waiting over a year now for Thrawn, which is a long wait. And like Ezra was like quite quickly behind, or like quite quickly next, I think. Oh, fire in the industrial estate. Sounds like they are affected too. Oh, damn. That's a shame. That's not good. There are a few out there. I've got a couple custom Legacy 2 Zanes and a young Garmadon. Nice. Because you told them off a few times. Wild to think this set is the same price as Poe's X-Wing. That is a very, yeah, that definitely puts things into perspective, Rosie. Yeah, that is wild. I think I picked that empty candle like 3 times now. Most of the Ninja Season villains have figs. We're mainly missing side characters. Okay. I feel like the big D2C Ninjago sets would be a good chance for them to throw in like more niche characters, because like obviously hardcore Ninjago fans are going to get those big sets, and like to anyone else they could just be like regular citizens and things like that, but to like the hardcore Ninjago fans, the characters actually mean something. Interesting style of landing gear. Studs point out there. Really interesting style of landing gear, but it tucks up quite well, so that's one thing, I guess. Is the E-Wing canon for the Republic? Not for the Republic, sorry, for the Rebel Alliance. Why did I say that weird? Did they use E-Wings in the Rebel Alliance, or was it something that they've like in canon? I know they did in like expanded universe stuff, but is it a canon vehicle for the Rebels? Have we seen it in any like live action shows or in the? I didn't think it was in the original. I believe it was like a concept art, right, from the original trilogy. But yeah, has it been brought into canon? Other than now, obviously, as in the New Republic. Can't imagine Zeb in one of these. What's this set like, Tech, considering getting it? I'm liking it, man. The technique for the wings is really cool, and it closes the gaps like around, like down here, very very nicely. It's a nice size set, and as Rosie said, this and you get a whole nother ship for £95 plus it's like the price of Poe's X-Wing from a few years ago, so that makes it incredibly good value in my eyes. But no, it's good. Obviously I'm going to build Shin Hati's Starfighter next week probably, It took Ninjago 8 years to finally get all the Elemental Masters and 9 years to get regular Cyrus Borg. I'm not even going to pretend to know who those characters are. But I'm glad you got them in the end, TJ. I imagine there's Star Wars equivalents that I could be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I can relate to that now. But yeah, I feel like all the Monkey Kid characters that I would have wanted, have all been there. I honestly don't follow it that much. I just really like the sets. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect for my budget on Saturday. Yeah, I didn't get Ahsoka. Waiting to see the damage on Saturday first. Hopefully he'll still have some left. Ugh. I think he probably would have closed pre-orders by then, Gaz. I'll be honest. He used to keep them up for like a few hours, but now it's usually like a day or two he'll keep pre-orders open for. So I think he would be playing a game of chance, but I mean the Lego one is really good. The cloak and that just looks so sick though. Oh, that's quite cool. So rather than trying to like fiddle the figure in, you can kind of pull this whole section out, seat the figure, pose them, and then like, oh, and it's also got like a storage hatch under there for like weapons. But then you put the seat back in, and then your pilot's nice and comfy. Yeah, and I think that was it. Oh, just the cockpit piece. Doesn't quite close properly, but hey ho. Right, minifigures. The IKEA Astromech droid. He goes in there. Okay, that fits nicely. Just be a spare piece, that's fine. Even first appeared in canon in a Poe Dameron comic, Ahsoka is the first live-action appearance. Okay, thank you, TJ. Yeah, majority of the new designs are based off of old concepts. Yeah, I know Rebels was big into using concept designs, or at least, or like, if not the, or you even for like ships that we've seen in Star Wars before, they use the concept art style as their like stylistic choice. I'll do Angry Morgan, shall I? Yeah, that Morgan her piece is very, very good. Love that. So you got her and the little pilot and the droid. And that is just about it. Okay, let's go on to... No figures until the set is done, Thomas. You're already halfway there. That's a fair point, Sam. That is a very fair point. I probably should have held out on the figures. But I feel like I come to the end. I'm never going to live that down now. Never going to live that down. Nice one, Sam. They were in Jedi Survivor. Stop. It's been years since you made Spider Legs more. If you had time to take a picture of them all with Grey Monkey Kid Hill. Oh, that's a good... Yeah, I could do that, actually. I found that the other day. I was meant to display that on my show at the weekend, but I never actually took him out. But I need to mock where Savage finds him. That would be a cool little diorama to have. Big Kid Brick should convert to pad printer. They would have such cool figs. They have rad 3D printed custom molds. They do. Their molds are great. Oh, excuse me. I need a little power nap before Ahsoka. Big Kid makes Old Republic figs, which are cool. Yeah, they do have some really cool stuff. Those Big Kid bricks. Yeah, I have to say that their stuff is pretty cool. How is that also the same height as... Anyway, that is the E-Wing. I think this looks really quite good. The landing gear fold up and tuck in quite nicely. And I would certainly use this in a mock for a Lothal highway. So I might revisit that at some point. And do like a live action version. And have Sabine flying down. Oh, Sabine on a scooter. And have one of these flying alongside. I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, the figures are really good on this one, I have to say. Morgan, at least so far. We've still got the other half to build, but I'll do that on a stream next week probably. I did get the Ahsoka Tommy. I did. I was weak. No, I managed to sell an Osprey at this show, the convention on Saturday, which I was like, if I do well at the convention, I will, because I knew the Ahsoka was coming. I was like, okay, I will get the Ahsoka. Revamped. I think we need to do one, Nick. I think we need to do one, and honestly, I think it might just be me, you, Sam, and Jonty from Gonklug that are going to be displaying at Bricktastic. So maybe we do. The four of us coordinate something for that. Maybe that could be something that the four of us do. It might be a little bit easier to manage if it's just four of us as well. Osprey money gone already. Oh no, I bet Paige is fuming. She was like, "You've got to be sensible." Oh, Sam, and speaking of being sensible, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that order with for the polybags in a bit. So if you want to let me know which ones you need, then let me know and I'll put in an order for you. What did I take to the show? I altered Scarif a little bit. So I had 4 base plates of Scarif without the AT-AT. And then I took some rubricable models that I built because everyone else does. So I took the what was the Lego Ideas Vote Stitch build, the Mickey and Donald that Paige got from me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and there was one other rubricable thing. Oh, my Darth Maul brickheads. Oh, and I took my Jewel of the Fates mock, which I need to take pictures of, which is also going to be part of a video in the next few weeks at some point, eventually, maybe. If oh my god, 1 mock per season, that's actually decent, you know. If I'm given season 1, I will flip a table. I think you got to do it, Sam, for the content. Tommy, if you want to be part of the Rebels collab, then how dare you take rubricable models? I know, Tommy, I'm a sinner. It's against everything I believe in. But hey ho. I swear, man, rubricable box, dude. I know. It was. Do you know what it was? It was because of the whole like situation. I was just like, do you know what? Sod it. But yeah, I'll have a look online now and send it to you. Cheers, Sam. Thank you. But Tommy, if you think you would, if you can commit to building and Rosie as well, if you think you can commit to building something for the collab, then yeah, we can work something. But yes, I think that is going to do it for the stream, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a good old stream. So yeah, it's been really good fun. And I think Tommy said hot take, light blue square would have been better. I think I agree with you too. I do think I agree with you on this one. It definitely gives it that like more weathered feel. But I think to the show it makes more sense. It does look quite white in the show, but I agree. I think the weather. That's why I've changed that X-wing to be light bluish grey, which I that might also be some Osprey money is assembling the parts for that X-wing. I really want to build that soon. I potentially will be in Raw for a bit. Tommy, I might have to go do the shopping, but I might join from the phone. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. There will be a members video out before Ahsoka goes live. It's either exporting or exported, so I just have to upload that. So before Ahsoka goes live, there will be another members vlog out. I will try members stream probably Thursday, late afternoon, early evenings. I think we're busy tomorrow, like organizing stuff. So it'll probably be a members stream on Thursday. And then yes, so the Scarif content will be soon, I promise. But that is gonna do it. Enjoy Ahsoka, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.